Here we go, guys. Game number 5 between Team Liquid and StarTale, and here we have our Liquid representative in the bottom right part of the map. In the red, playing Zerg, of course. It is none other than the original macro Zerg, Liquid Ret. And up at the top left part of the map, it is our green Zerg player taking out Hero in a very impressive game on Entombed Valley. I'm telling you, man, those Zergs are learning that map now. It is none other than StarTale.Life.
And we'll see what Life can offer here now. We've seen him in a ZVZ, of course, in the game against Sheth, but he has won a couple in a row now. And it looks like he is planning on 9 pooling. So, Life.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Interesting, interesting. So, Ret, you know, like I mentioned in his intro, he is like one of the quintessential macro Zergs in StarCraft 2. So, if he does what he usually does, and he's up to, well, we'll see what happens. I mean, you don't really know until you get to that 14 drone mark, but
right.
I don't know. You usually just kind of expect Ret to go for hatch first in nearly all of his games.
And that could catch him off guard. There's that Overlord popping out. It's going to leave a lot of supply available for Zerglings. And we'll see. Here we go.
Oh, 15th drone. Yep. It's going to be hatch first, and that's going to be a little bit tricky. And we'll have to see. Oh, he does 15 pool.
Saving grace, possibly.
15 pool.
This is a big map, of course, so the spawning pool is going to be close to finish by the time the Zerglings show up across the map.
And the question is, will he pull his drones with this? This is going to be, is this going to be like the crazy aggressive, I'm going to put a spine crawler in your base early pool, or is this just going to be an early pool into possibly droning and expanding? It'd be tough to do against Ret. I mean, Ret's pool is going to be a little bit later, but it's not. It's much, much better than going hatch first. Much, much better.
Well, we do have a queen coming up now for Life, and he is starting to re-drone behind this. So it's just to make 8 Zerglings, put on pressure, and then try and macro up afterwards.
Yep, there we go. Okay, so that's going to be fine. And where Ret didn't go hatch first, if this doesn't go that well for Life, he's actually not going to be that far behind. So this is actually going to be pretty decent for Life either way, but certainly is nicer to do damage with this. You know, obviously, if he doesn't, he's still going to be a little bit behind. And will he just go for the hatchery, or will he go for the main? He's actually just going for the hatchery, and there are going to be 4 Zerglings on the way. A Spinecrawler also on the way here. And Ret, will he need to cancel this? We'll see, man. More Zerglings coming in.
Yeah, he's not even bothering with these 2 Zerglings until he has a few more pop up here. So it looks like he is just going to cancel that.
Cancel it. Okay. Yeah. Loses the drone.
Yep. And Life not going to be able to get too much more done here. I mean, the Spine Crawler is finishing up. There's a few Lings here now for Ret as well. And he's got a Queen on the way, so should be able to remain pretty safe. But of course now, Life is going to be pretty far ahead
he's
in putting up his expansion.
Well, Life's going to want to try to do a little bit of damage to the spawning pool maybe. If he decides to stick around, he could just go home right now and everything would be fine. But that Spine Crawler is in a position where he could potentially try to harass the spawning pool a bit. And yeah, he's just going to go home. All right, cool. So that's fine. I mean, Life, as we know, is probably one of the most aggressive Zerg players out there right now. But even he knows when it's a little bit too dangerous to continue. And he still has enough Zerglings. Look at that micro, trying to keep the Zerglings alive. Very nice micro by both players, and Life comes out way ahead there.
That was really well done. It looks like he's just going to try and get the queen here.
Does
he's
he have
got a couple Zerglings, and it doesn't look
quite
like he's going to be able to get it. He is going to be able to stop this this hatchery from coming up for another long time. Look at that. He's actually effectively delayed his opponent's hatchery by another 90 seconds.
Yeah, so now the question is, what is the drone count? Because we already know the hatchery is looking way better, and Ret down on drones. His expansion is really late, so a great start already for Life. A Baneling Nest going down for Ret, so I wonder if he's just doing this defensively, or if we're going to see something a little bit crazy.
Oh, I wonder what's in a wonder ball.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yes. Usually candy, but sometimes death. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound very wondrous.
No. But a lot of anticipation.
Sounds bad.
Yeah, they rejected the Russian roulette ball as the initial title. So
it's got really dark, really fast.
You know me. Come on.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Anyway.
Well, Zergling's coming out right now. They're going to have speed in a moment for Liquid Ret. And his Baneling Nest is done too. So kind of saying, all right, well, you know, the chances are with that early pool, you may not have speed quite as quickly as you could otherwise. And if you decided to skip the Spine Crawler, I could maybe run some Banelings in. He's going to check it out first. Smart thing to do before he makes the Banelings. trying to target down a drone, and he will not get one. Nope.
Hasn't killed one yet. So loses 2 of his Zerglings. The other 2 very, very hurt. And as we can see, Zergling speed and the Baneling Nest now well on the way for Life as well. He'll be up momentarily. He is slightly ahead in workers, slightly ahead really in every regard, as Rhett only just now getting his second base saturated.
Yep. So I wonder who's going to get their lair first. That's what I'm kind of curious about right now. Rhett making some defensive Banelings back home, which is always good to have. Life with his Baneling Nest as well. Oh, and there we go. More gas on the way and a lair for Life.
We've seen players do this quite a bit as well lately. Second gas, then lair, then move up to quad gas and spire. That could also put down infestation pit. A lot of opportunities off of this lair tech. Yeah, there we go. That's actually gas 3 and 4. So could very well be Mutas once again. And
unless he puts something else down in the near future, probably will be Mutas. This map is, I would say, maybe not the best map for Mutas if your opponent is on 2 base. Once they're on third base, so like Red has decided to take. Oh, good trade there.
Very good trade for Red.
Yeah, that you know, it could work out okay, but we'll see. That Lair's getting really close to being done. Rhett's not too far behind either. A little bit of fight in the middle of the map, and it looks like Life will just barely be able to win it.
Yeah, Life with some hurt Zerglings there in the middle, but starting to morph in some Banelings once again. Rhett trying to take that down before it's able to morph in here, and not quite going to be able to get it, but then just wastes itself on 1 Zergling, so no harm, no foul there.
And what's the tech? There it is, Spire for Life, and Spire for Life, yo. Mutalisk all the way. So it's probably going to be more of, he certainly is. It's probably going to be more of the same. Going to see a couple Mutas come out to harass, and then a save for third base for Life going into some later game tech.
StarTale's names really do just lend themselves to the best puns. So
Life,
now we have
Curious,
Life, Curious,
Bomber.
yes. I'm curious. No, StarTale Curious.
Yep.
That's the worst joke, but I use it every time.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
No problem.
We might see Curious yet today. Who knows?
It's possible.
Hasn't been played yet, so
well,
if Life ends up losing,
that's what I was about to say. Life may just end up finishing the whole set. So.
Yeah, well, I'm sure Team Liquid fans would not be terribly happy if that happened, but I want to see it go to more games too. I don't want a fast set. Yeah. Got that last night already.
That's a fact. So
GSL Finals reference.
Yes. Which we won't spoil. But GSTL Finals are on tonight. I hope you guys will check that out. Slayers versus AVXO should be fun.
You know, saying a GSL Finals is really quick though is never a spoiler because it just yeah, they pretty much just always
They've been lucky the past couple
once or twice,
though, so it's just after that.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like Life was trying to put down another base right now. He does have 8 Mutas on the way, but the infestation pit is coming up for Rhett. And, of course, Life in deciding to go for these Mutas because he was in such a position that he could take advantage of. Oh, nice Baneling head right there.
Whoa.
Has given Rhett a third base and really the ability to take it without much pressure as well, which means Rhett, with good infestor control, may find himself right back into this.
Yeah, we'll see what he does. There's Mutas on the way, though, for Life. They're just popping out right now. So how much will Rhett really be able to use that base? It's going to be a little bit tough to get some defenses there.
That is true. We'll see, though, what he can
anyway.
accomplish. What's he got? A couple of Spore Crawlers coming up, 3 of them, 1 at each base. Actually 4, so making sure that he stays really, really safe. Queen's up as well, but the Mutalisks are going to hit just before those make their way out. No, actually just going to go after those Overlords.
Yeah, that's a nice little jackpot there for Life. He's going to be able to get some free Overlords. Moving in right now. Oh, the Spore is done, so I guess I'll kill some more Overlords.
I guess I'll do some more critical damage to you while this happens.
That's right. And, oh, nice. With the Lynx, he's going to be able to kill the Spore very quickly if he wants to. Yeah, totally worth it, too. Oh, man. He actually just lets the Zerglings die there.
Yeah, pretty good job by Rhett, though, saving that with the Banelings there. So, Rhett able to hold on to his 3 bases. Again, hasn't taken too much damage, but his opponent is starting to just kind of power ahead in supply. And you just cracked your hand on the desk.
How'd I do that? That's what I get for talking with my hands.
Yes, I suppose.
I need to never do that again.
Italian blood coming out there.
That's right. I'm not talking about, like, hand puppet things. I'm, like, you know, gesticulating while I talk.
You should use hand puppets, though. I think it would be amusing.
That's right. We'll just get hand puppets of ourselves and do the cast like that.
Don't change the voices or anything. It's just hand puppets of us. I'm okay with that.
Levity. Hey, so here's the thing. His Life is way ahead in supply right now. He's just been able to do everything he wants to do without a whole lot of harassment. Even killing the creep tumors with that Overseer. Very nice little move there.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, Life's finally got his next base up as well. He's up by about 38 supply. Rhett's income has been suboptimal this entire game. Look at that, 43 drones to 71. So Life pretty much set for the rest of the game. Just got to power ahead with units now. Oh, God. They won't end, folks. They won't end.
I know. Where are those meters going? Okay, they're going after that Overseer.
Yep. They will get it. Okay, so Rhett's trying to trend up as he makes units, but that's always a precarious situation for a Zerg player. I mean, you just want to be able to, okay, I'm committing on economy. Now my economy is done. I'm making all units, and that's what Life has been able to do pretty much to a T this game, and Rhett has not had that luxury.
Yep. Oh, those Overlords are pretty pushed up there. They will die. One will die anyway.
Yeah, one of them at the very least.
Yep. And that typical transition coming from after this by Life, getting the upgrades for his Roaches, getting Burrow as well. Did he put down an... Yeah, he does have Infestors out, obviously. So, very typical game. Very similar to what we saw him do in the other ZVZ that we saw earlier today. Yeah, took out Sheth in the same way.
And now he finds himself up 68 supply. So, this is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, you see the advantage and what the advantage in workers can do for you, especially when you invest in them so early on. Your supply just gets out of control.
Well, here we go. Here comes Life. He's got plenty of Roaches. He's got Mutas. He doesn't care if they get fungled at this point. Infested Terrans everywhere on both sides. Who's going to come out on top? It looks like Life really getting ahead in supply now. 80 supply ahead, in fact. And I think Rhett is going to go down.
It's looking like it. He's going to try and hold on with what he has left, trying to make 13 Roaches and bring them in to defend at any cost. But the Mutalisks are still in the air, still picking off units. Even another Queen going down there, not even caring about the amount of Spore Crawler shots they take. And look at this, Life just running over his opponent.
Yeah, that is going to be about it. Life, in fact, taking down two Team Liquid Zerg players in almost identical fashion. Different openings, but same overall build. I really feel like this build that Life is showing us is going to become the standard in ZVZ. I mean, I could go on and on about that, but suffice to say it worked really well for Life right now, and Rhett just kind of scrambling to survive, but that's it. GG. And Liquid Rhett taken down. StarTale is one game away from going on to face Slayers in the